So this wall, pretty inconspicuous, right? Nothing weird going on here? Just a few children's drawings here and nothing more. What if I told you that this wall not only predicts the Five Nights at Freddy's movie as a whole, but also predicts everything that comes afterwards? Hang on to your seats and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because, oh boy, this one is gonna be a doozy. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry if I'm all fuzzy and everything, but the reason for that is because my cat broke my camera. And until I can get that fixed, we're forced to use my computer's integrated webcam. So just bear with me and bear with this video quality. I know it's potato quality, but just bear with me. So anyways, as you look at the intro, we're talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. More accurately, we're making our predictions about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And it all boils down to this wall of pictures right here. What is this? I mean, we've never seen anything like it in the game franchise. Well, that's the key word there, in the game franchise. But we have seen it somewhere else before. We have seen it in the Silver Eyes. For those of you who are unaware, the Silver Eyes is a story about a girl named Charlie Emily who is coming back to Hurricane, Utah to honor the death of a friend named Michael. While there, her and her friends go visit Freddy's. Then they drag more friends there to go see Freddy's. And so the second round where a kid named Jason stumbles upon a wall of pictures located in the arcade. But that's not all. What do we explicitly point out in that book? Pictures with the bunny man holding hands with kids. Now tell me, what is the first picture that we see on that wall? A bunny rabbit with 5 kids all holding hands.
Coincidence? I think not!
I suspect that he put these pictures here for a reason, and that's because I think that Abby, the girl who's looking at the pictures, is in the same situation as Jason was. Seeing those pictures, probably hallucinating something, probably looking at the pictures, only for the pictures didn't change, or for something to draw her attention away. But this ain't the only connection we have to the Silver Eyes. Look at this screenshot from the extra advertisements. What do we see? Why, we see the kids where they had the animatronics circling all around them prepared to attack. Notice how their eyes aren't glowing red or yellow. Seems to suggest that they are in the friendly mode. That's not all. See, in the Silver Eyes, they are saved by Golden Freddy, who pops out, who has been befriended by a kid named Carlton, who soon discovers that he's Michael. Now what do we see happening here in this story? Abby befriending Golden Freddy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not a coincidence as well. I suspect that this is also another type of the Silver Eyes. Abby befriends Golden Freddy, the animatronics circle around their prey about to attack. Golden Freddy pops in and says, "Hey man, these guys, they're cool." And then the animatronics go into their friendly mode and everyone's all happy. That is not even the last reference to Silver Eyes. As I pointed out in my last video, William Afton appears to have scars on his neck, which are perfectly reminiscent with the scars that Dave Miller had in the Silver Eyes, which is from a previous spring lock failure, where he draws specific attention to scars on the back of his neck, where you see the scar on the back almost to the side of his neck.
Coincidence? I think not!
Hell, even the fact that his name is... Damn it, I forgot what his name is. Future me, can you please edit in what his name is? Well, anyways, his name is also parallel to how William Afton in the books used the fake name of Dave Miller.
Coincidence? I think not.
In fact, when you dig into it deeper, there seem to be a ton of similarities there with the Silver Eyes. I mean, look, we have an unknown police figure. You can tell he's a police officer by his purplish, bluish uniform with a tie and everything, who then ends up in Death Machine. You know what this means? It means he wasn't killed by an animatronic, but rather that he was killed by Afton himself. Kind of similar to how in the books, Officer Dunn goes to investigate Freddy's, only to then get stabbed to death by Afton. And even the fact that this is the classic FNAF 1 animatronics tied with Spring Bonnie. On top of that, you will notice how even the mask that is coming towards his face, where he's locked into his sitting position, getting attacked by a suit. Almost kind of similar to how Carlton was trapped in a spring-lock suit.
Coincidence? I think not.
Now combine this with what we already know, and I think I have the full story of this movie. Hey guys, Future Me here, and there's one last thing I wanted to go over before we moved on to my theory. So you know this scene here with Abby hiding from Foxy in the arcade. Let's tell me, where have we seen this before? I rest my case. Now we can get started with my theory about this movie. It's gonna start off with some kids breaking into the restaurant. But they get taken care of by the animatronics. An officer goes in to investigate, most likely Officer Dunn, only to then meet an untimely demise at the hands of Afton. It's here where Afton's like, oh crap, okay, I gotta get a person to guard this place, so he hires a night guard. Anyways, it's here where Officer Vanessa comes in and warns him about the animatronics and everything. Anyways, as I mentioned in a previous video, he has a moment where he literally goes into the ball pit, and experiences a memory. A memory featuring the 5 kids in a forest. But then he's suddenly convinced something's off here. Anyways, it's around here where Afton kidnaps him and takes him into a back room where then he's presented with the same device that was used to kill Officer Dunn. When he reveals his true identity as William Afton, and even reveals that he suffered a spring locking incident before. Anyways, while that's happening, Abby befriends Golden Freddy, who then saves him. But when they run to safety, they're presented with the animatronics rather to kill them. Then Golden Freddy saves them all by stopping that. Ultimately, for then William Afton to then show his face once again in his trusty rabbit suit in order to try and kill him. Only for then Mike to then spring the spring locks, causing him to become crippled. The animatronics drag him off into a back room, just like in the Silver Eyes. But unlike the Silver Eyes, Abby meets her untimely demise as well with Baby, as they'll most likely find the circus babies and meet Baby there. And then, you know. Hey guys, Future Me here. While editing, I realized I started and misspoke a lot. So much that most of you are probably confused. That's probably because I didn't use a script. Anyways, I'm here to summarize the story using a script this time, for those who may have gotten confused. So our story begins with kids breaking into Freddy's, where they pay the price for their actions. Officer Dunn goes to investigate, only to then get killed by Afton. Afterwards, he hires Mike to guard the place. After Vanessa warns him about the animatronics, he has an Into the Pit experience, which is the forest scene. While shit is going down, Abby befriends Golden Freddy. Mike gets kidnapped by Afton, where he reveals himself and that he has suffered a previous springlock failure, and Abby has to free him. Abby frees him, and then the final showdown happens. They are about to be killed by the animatronics when Gordon Freddy saves them. Where then Mike gets Afton spring-locked. The animatronics drag him away, and then Abby finds Baby, who then promptly dies. Then there's the events of the next movie, where he is mourning the loss of Abby when suddenly he encounters the nightmare animatronics. While the nightmare animatronics are attacking him, he's investigating a series of murders, realizing that they're linked to the nightmare animatronics. Once that has been done, they meet Springtrap, and you know how that story goes if you've read the Twisted Ones. Anyways, at the end, Vanessa dies because there's no Charlie to die, nor an Abby to die, since she's already dead. So then a Vanessa lookalike shows up, only for it to secretly be Baby in the third movie, where then Mike reminds Baby of who she is and that Afton's the bad guy, upon which then she kills William. Why do I say that? I say that because wouldn't that make any sense? I mean, seriously, brother saves sister, sister saves brother. It's poetry.
Yeah, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Anyways, that's my prediction for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie story as a whole. All the movies, all together. All from a single wall. I hope you liked that. I hope you be sure to share it with all your friends and family. Be sure to subscribe. And yeah. Bye. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Elimentia Studios. That is where I got all my Shots to Civilized comic from. Please be sure to subscribe to them because their comic dubs are very, very cool. Anyways, with that, goodbye.